I know you're limited with what you can share, Chairman, but are you more or less worried tonight about a Russian invasion after your briefing?
Well, more, without question. I mean, there is a sense, and you've reported on it widely, it's nothing classified, that Putin is, seemingly more each day inclined to invade. Now, it's also very clear no set decision has been made, but the threat is growing. And I think our response and the forcefulness of our response needs to take that into account. We're no longer in a position where we're simply trying to dissuade him from moving down this road. He's moving down this road. So I think we need to be more aggressive about, taking steps to get him to stop.
So let me ask you about that, because that gets to the heart of this whole issue about what type of an incursion is acceptable versus isn't, right, to Biden's comments. Look, President Biden has been clear he doesn't want to send U.S. forces into Ukraine, right? He has said that publicly. So far, no signs that the sanctions thus threatened are deterring Putin, as you just laid out. But the big thing we learned last night is it appeared NATO is not united on how to respond. Because one diplomat from NATO told CNN about the minor incursion comment from Biden that there's some truth there. There's some truth there. Okay. Did President Biden simply say what the reality is, which is that, if you don't have NATO on board and Europe on board with sanctions and some incursions are okay and others aren't to them, there's not so much the U.S. can do?
No, it's not true. I mean, it is accurate to say that the various NATO countries are not necessarily in the same place. It is not accurate to say that absent all of the NATO countries being 100% on board, there isn't anything we can do. There is a lot that the U.S. can do. There is a lot that we can do with the allies in NATO who support us in terms of how aggressive those economic sanctions are. They have not been as aggressive as they could be in terms of outright canceling Nord Stream 2, which we can certainly put pressure on Germany to do, which we could put sanctions in place that would effectively do, and we could
Do you have any belief, though, that Germany would do that? I mean, that would really hurt them.
Well, that's why I just said either we persuade Germany to do it, or we can impose the sanctions that would make it happen anyway.